Sunday, April 6th, the Dome Foamers podcast is back. I am your host, Christian Kruger. And as I'm always joined by Neil Mieski and Brian Dorton, we're just lifelong Astros fans that love to talk about the Stros. So, boy, let's go. Episode 77. We are 9 games in. We record here on a Sunday night. Boy, you
How
would
many games
think we're
back are we?
halfway through the season.
How many games back or ahead or
Well,
back?
we're 3.5 games back of the division right now. Yes, I've already looked at that. Um, well, let's just jump right into it. If we allow at least have, it's not 3 games, it's 9. And of course, let's throw out it's still early because it is. But when we're talking about them, there are some signs, some trends that I'm just like, okay. Well, we are going to give predictions.
Yep.
We have all three of us in here. I have some certain numbers that I have that I want us to give over and unders that we can obviously record because it's a podcast, and so we get to keep these numbers. But instead, well, let's do the recap. We're 4-5. Actually, best win of the year. Down 7-1. It looked bleak. I'm at baseball
I
practice.
thought it was done. I
We all
will
did.
admit I went outside and hung out with Mia. We threw the softball around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at baseball practice. I'm getting text messages of, or this or that. I'm like, oh, let me just check the score. Oh, really? 7-1. Great. They
Terrible.
come back and win in extras 9-7. So now we are 4-5 after getting swept by the Giants. We take 2 of 3. The Stros take 2 of 3 from the Twins, and now we just look like we're 1 game under 500. Boys, I mean, I'm not even going to go on script on this one. Who wants to go first?
Um, Wants to go first with predictions, or what do we
No,
want?
no, we'll do predictions in a minute. Just, yeah, I mean, Mieski's just ready to give predictions. This ought to be great.
Well, I want to do predictions, I guess, or
Okay.
maybe not. Maybe all of my
Well, let's get weekly. Let's get the first 9 games thoughts out of the way, and
yeah,
then we'll
okay.
go. We'll go right into it.
So we're not very good, right?
Mm-mm.
And like you've already said, hey, it's only 9 games. I mean, what did you say? 4-5. If we go 4-5 in some random week in July, we just go, I mean, whatever. You don't really notice. And the sky is not falling, depending on your expectations. So that's kind of the thing is my expectations of this bunch is not extreme. It's not very high. So um, to say that we went 2-4 on the week, yeah, I mean, nobody anticipated getting swept by the Giants, but um, we're lucky to come out with 2 wins. So we are, man. I mean, we can start anywhere. You want to start pitching, or you starting pitching that we thought was going to be the thing after week 1, or you want to start with our bats, which we have pegged for 9 games. So you want to talk about Cam Smith?
Yeah, boy, I missed on that one. I need to wear a dunce hat. I
Do we
mean,
want?
it's coming. I think it's coming. I mean, maybe I was just too excited, but good
Sure.
gosh.
Uh,
Best thing you can say about Cam Smith right now is he's walked 3 times.
he got a hit his opening day.
Oh, and the thing is, and he's just the beginning. Like
Yeah, I mean,
Jordan,
what about
Jordan.
what
Go ahead,
about
Neil.
before I let you go on this one? What about Brendan Rodgers? Your
Yeah,
guy.
my whipping boy. Look, the second I give him any props, he's gonna go 0 for 29. So, but I will say this: he had 3 hits in a game, had a couple hits today. Hey, those are results. Check me back in 30 days, okay? Like I I hope I'm wrong. obviously, because I
Sure,
want them to win.
and we all do. I
Um,
mean,
yeah, I mean, it's
no,
not. It's,
no, we always hope you're wrong. Uh,
yes, I know that. But
no,
I
but
will
he,
say this. I mean, he has been like he's been one of the him and Altuve.
yeah,
No, looking at the stat line, it's Altuve, and then it's that pile of garbage on second base.
yeah,
That's the number 2 guy.
yeah. So
I
that's exactly right. And then you
it
know who the
really is.
I'm looking at the OPS. I don't have the OPS plus is up, but the okay, OPS leader is Altuve, right? 0.903. Second is Brendan Rodgers,
Has to be, yeah.
0.824. Uh, I'm gonna technically Caratini is third. He's
No,
Yeah,
0.7.
he's
but
only got
limited.
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
The real third is Jake Myers.
yep.
So
Well, and
is that good?
Myers only has 14 at bats. Remember that. So these are take this with a grain of salt. But like Altuve, right? Like Altuve's got 35 plate appearances. What Rogers has 22. Uh, Walker has 32 plate appearances.
I
Right?
will say this: that ball, he's hitting the ball harder than anybody. I mean, he is.
Oh, I'm not worried. Yeah.
Walker's hitting the ball. Isaac Paredes has one fewer plate appearance than Altuve, and is not quite there.
Okay, I
Not
don't
quite
don't
there.
don't go any no don't go any further for a second because I've got a question, and you're going to go down this line and you're going to get to somebody. I don't want to talk. So let's go right to it. Okay, let me ask you, not based on what's happening right now.
Okay.
This is going to be in an agreement. Okay, and then I want to ask, who are the best two hitters on the Astros? I'm assuming the answer we all agree is Altuve and Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. Right. Okay. So here's the question: who's the third best hitter? Not
I
by
mean,
numbers. Who do you think has the skins on the wall and the resume and that you feel the safest about to be the third best hitter on the Astros?
if I were to say it right
Christian
now, it's
Walker.
Christian Walker.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, after him.
Right now, Jeremy Pena.
Yeah, he does. He's
Well, no. Christian Walker is yeah. I freak. You're right. Based on Walker's resume, that is correct. Okay,
Yes. And then after
so who do
Walker,
you think is the
Jeremy
fourth best
Pena.
hitter?
Jeremy Pena.
It's hard to argue that, but it's also scary, and that's where I was going with this.
yes.
Everyone is beating up on a certain 6'5" left fielder slash DH who hit a bomb tonight, and rightfully so. He's decided to show up Game 9. Has Yainer Díaz turned into Martin Maldonado?
Okay,
Oh,
that's where I was going to sit on
he's
this
in
one.
my back pocket. This is in my back pocket. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
that's where I'm getting at. Is I wanted to see Walker's the correct answer. I forgot about obviously Walker, and I do think right now resume based. And I'm not talking about 9 games. 9 games is too little of a
No.
data
Yeah,
point.
okay.
But I agree that Pena's probably that guy because where is our catcher that was such a bat? He has been
He is asleep.
horrendous.
He's asleep.
Pick a stat.
It's not
I
good. I
mean, just
looked.
pick.
I looked.
Yeah,
Everything.
pick one. It's
Everything is bad.
awful.
Everything is bad.
I mean, this.
What
Please tell me
does
this
someone have
isn't.
something up? Does someone have
The,
anything up right now?
What what do you need? Like I've
WRP.
got
I'm
Savant
just
up.
yeah.
curious what his WRC plus
What
is
do
or
you
his OPS
like? His
plus.
slugging? You want a slugging?
No, I know what the slugging is. I want to know what his weighted runs created are right now because I guarantee you it's Martin Maldonado level.
Oh,
And I,
you think he's oh no. Why are you gonna
Don't.
we
all right,
froze. Neil
what are you
froze on us,
on?
but that's all right. We'll get him
I
back.
did.
There you
Hold
are.
on.
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Oh, let me see this.
I got it coming up. Oh my gosh.
Is
If
by the way, did y'all know Martin Maldonado is still in the league?
Yeah, the Giants or somebody who signed him.
The Padres. He hit a home run the other day.
So he's done more than Diaz has.
Yes. Oh,
Is
what
it-
you got,
oh.
D? Did you find it?
All right, WRC plus is well, let's go ahead and
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I want y'all to
Say it.
guess. I want y'all to guess.
Negative 17.
Okay, Neil, you think it's negative 17?
I
I
mean,
think he's got one hit all year. I don't know.
he's got 2 hits out of 26 at bats, 1 RBI, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Yeah, I mean,
So
5.
it's 8.
No, it's negative 18.
Oh my.
I swear I did not look at that.
It's negative 18.
I almost guessed it with that.
Terrible.
And what's weird is Jordan's getting all this, and rightfully so, because he's the man. Altuve's not, because he's hitting well. And I'm like, who's hitting behind Walker and Altuve? He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing.
Well,
I cannot believe
okay,
I almost nailed his WRC plus.
so I'll say this. I was I was looking at Isak and I was like, dang, he went 4 for 6 today. That's incredible. And then I looked at his stat line. Those are the only 4 hits he has this season. Like, he came into this game at goose egg.
I thought
No,
no. He hit one. He hit a
no.
double off of the Crawford boxes
Yeah,
that I saw.
he's got
all right.
8 hits, is what I'm
Oh,
showing.
okay. All right.
You
That's
were
my bad.
probably thinking it was him, and you were looking at Yainer Díaz.
I was looking at look, I am so here's the deal. I am so gun shy. I'm going to continue to be so gun shy with him, because here's this guy that is promised to hit 50 home runs into the Crawford boxes this year. And this is the second time we've been promised an infielder who's going to come in and hit 50 home runs into the Crawford boxes. And I am, frankly, I'm a little bit I'm emotionally traumatized from the last time we were promised this.
Got some scars still.
Fair,
Yes.
but it's either him or Pena who's our 4th best hitter on the team.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You're right. Sorry about that. My bad. He went 4 for 6. He's got 8 hits. Yes.
And so Diaz is 2 for 26.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Diaz is struggle bus.
Okay, so before we get into predictions, like, what do you like? Everyone, I mean, like, what do you do? I mean, you obviously, I guess it's the old cliche. You hope this game sparks the team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a grind. It's not about a spark. It's just about you got to get Jordan back, but then you got to have everyone. I will say this, in my opinion, from the eye test, Christian Walker looks like he's barreling the most balls.
Yeah, I got no issues with him.
Yeah, I mean, his like BABIP is like balls put
Yeah, I
in
think
play. It's like 340 or something.
No,
like
it's
that.
higher than that, I thought.
It's gone up.
Let me see here. Christian Walker.
So so Savant calls.
Oh, it is.
Has a hard hit percentage.
Yeah, he's
at 60% or hard hit. However, you know who's barreling the most balls right now? Pena. Pena's got 16.7% barrel.
But what 16?
Walker's at 10. 10%.
Oh, okay. That's goes on every. I got you. Okay.
But I mean, like, they're both basically what that's saying is, I mean, they're both hitting. I mean, they both have 5 hits. All 5 of those hits have been hit really friggin' hard, is what that's saying.
All right. Anything? I mean, again, 9 games, but still, this is why we're here. We're on an Astros podcast. Anything? I mean, what would you change? I mean, other than obviously what we want to do, that's not going to happen.
So, do you think he changes the lineup, or is this
No.
dig your heels in?
Dig your heels in.
And how long do we go just Zach DeZenzo, Cam Smith back and forth? I mean, are we?
I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
I don't. I think both those guys needed bats.
yeah, and that's why them being on the field somewhere, I think is crucial. So
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I'm curious to see how long that lasts. And
Yeah, but then you run into the same thing we talked about the last two podcasts. Then you run into Altuve.
oh yeah, no, I'm saying like, will they both be on the major league roster? How long is that going to go?
Well, what are the options? I just don't like how they're rotating them. I think they should both be in the lineup.
But then that means Altuve's going to second. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that.
Well,
You mean our future Hall of Fame second baseman is going to play second base?
stop. Why would you do such a thing?
Okay.
Uh, yeah. I mean, this is
Call me. Listen. Call me old fashioned. Call me whatever. But I think that our best second baseman ever should play second base. Probably.
that's weird.
Okay, I we beat it up. I agree with all of that. I do. I totally get the defensive stuff. Yeah, the defense, the negative run saved. I get it. I looked at the metrics. None of this crap matters if Yainer Díaz is Martin Maldonado.
Pretty bad.
He
Pretty
is the equivalent of Martin Maldonado right now.
So are you saying Dusty Baker is right?
No, I'm not saying that because it's only 9 games.
Okay, I was just checking.
I'm just saying, like, we're getting nothing out of the 5 spot. And Caratini needs to play more. And I don't know where that is all the time, but he has quality at bats.
I mean, mind you, it's only 8 plate appearances, but his WRC plus is 148.
He has more than 8.
He's got 8 plate appearances.
I thought he was up in the.
I'm looking
I thought
at
he
it
was
right here.
okay.
I've got him at 9, but I don't know if
This
that's
is on Fangraphs.
Well, yeah, but we also have a history. I mean, he was a good pinch hitter / sub last year. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying that he needs to play always for Diaz, but like, he's a left-handed bat, and he takes. I don't know, man.
I mean, it's
Diaz is really bothering me.
yeah. Oh, I agree, and we didn't talk about this beforehand, but he was on the list of, what the hell are you doing?
Yep.
He's on the list of a bad 9 games, which again, when you say a bad 9 games, it's going to happen,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
It is.
it's just sticking out a little bit more because it's the start of it, but in a year or in a season to where this thing's a little slippery. I mean, um, you'd like the guy that we've been counting on to come through a little bit better than he has.
Let's talk pitching, then we'll talk predictions. The pitching does not look anything like the first 3 games, and I think it's fair already to say that we've got Blanco problems.
Okay.
I mean, pitched more innings than he's ever pitched in his life. He's now responding to that this year. He looks like he just doesn't have the same stuff. He's got almost a 10 ERA. Was not effective today at all. I don't know. I was hoping. I think we documented this on a podcast. I think we thought he was going to regress, but we don't need to regress to complete crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year was a fantasy. I mean,
They were no hitter.
Yeah, I mean, he started off like what 9-0, maybe 10-0, All-Star, if I'm not mistaken. Was he? No, he did not make
he was
All-Star team.
snubbed.
Yeah, I mean, his stats said, depending on if you just
he was borderline. He was borderline All-Star.
I mean, he was in the worthy of a discussion, but if I remember correctly, he was pretty fortunate. So I
Yeah.
mean, I think his BABIP was a little insane, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't like Arrighetti was amazing either.
No, he wasn't. He had 3 really good innings, and then fourth inning was just not good at all. And I was going back and forth with our friends over at the Breathing Orange Fire podcast because Gabe is like, I think he wants to marry Aaron Getty. And his response was, "We had 3 good innings." I'm like, "Yeah, if 1 out of 4 is bad,
Yeah.
that's not what you need out of your number 3 starter." He didn't look great either. I don't know.
No, no. I mean, you're looking at Hunter Brown is 1-1 with a 3 ERA. Fromber 1-1 with 3.75 ERA. Renell
Hunter
Blanco
Brown in the first round has been the best pitcher. He's had the most
most
consistent
consistent.
starts. Yeah.
Renell Blanco 0-1 got fortunate today that he didn't get 0-2,
Yeah.
9.45 ERA. Spencer Arrighetti 1-1, 5.59 ERA, and then Wisniewski so far 0-1, 5.4.
He goes tomorrow, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's in
Against Logan Gilbert,
our guy.
who we've never really hit well.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So questions everywhere, to say the
All right.
least.
So before we kind of move on, anything else? I mean, on the current state?
No, I mean 4-5. Would you say?
1-4.
Yeah. My the mighty Angels are 2 ahead of us, and then the team up north killing it, 8-2 on a roll.
I don't think
I
it
don't believe
matters
them.
because no one's gonna beat that team out west in the National League.
You mean the 8-1 San Francisco Giants?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, man. The Phillies, didn't the Phillies win 2 out of 3
Looks like it.
against them? The Phillies are good, man.
Yeah, they are.
The National League in my early just peaking again. National League seems a lot deeper with better teams.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to predictions because we do this every year. It's our 3rd year to do it. I'm gonna give out some stuff. I'm gonna give out some numbers. Obviously, I want to the thing the most important is the wins and season predictions. And if there's something you guys want to add, fire away. But let's just get right to it.
All right, let's go.
Okay. This is going to be a funny one. Not a funny one, but this is kind of the state we're in. Does Jose Altuve play 2/3 of his starts in left field?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all in on him at this point. Apparently,
He's played more second base already than I thought he would.
I
How many
still
games?
think
2? Has he started 2 games at second?
I think so. I didn't think he was going to start any.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I say absolutely.
I think he plays majority of the games out in left field.
Okay.
Is it exactly 2/3? I don't know, but I think
Sure.
it is. It is more than half.
Well, more than half is different than 2/3.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it is. I mean, you're talking about. I mean,
I think
okay.
he plays the majority of the season out in left.
Let me ask you this.
I'm gonna
Go
go
ahead.
the other way. I think he's going under. I think they're going to eventually move him back.
Let me ask you this
I think they're
question.
gonna have to for offense.
Well, not if that pile of garbage keeps consistent. Then why would
I'm not
you?
worried. I'm not worried about that.
So
I'm gonna play the odds on that.
let me ask y'all this then, and this may be one of your questions. How many, let's say it's I'll say 32, 20% roughly. Does Jordan Alvarez play over or under 32 games in left field?
Well, I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna play around 140, 145 games. Period. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're going to
Sure.
rest him. I think he'll have hopefully just one small little stint, you know?
So what do you, I mean,
So you're saying 20%, you're saying 20%, you're like, what are you,
yeah,
what's the
So
percentage number in
20%
left
he's
field?
not DHing.
so yes, how many games does he play in left field? And I'm saying 30 or 32.
If they move Altuve, he's going to play a lot more in left field.
Maybe. Or is that how they get DeZenzo or
Yeah,
no?
they could. I mean, DeZenzo and Smith still have to produce. I would have them both in the lineup with, we talked about it with Altuve at second
Yeah.
and Jordan DH. We all know that, right? My issue, and isn't this amazing how this? I just don't like. I don't like the roster construction, but isn't this amazing
Agreed.
how it's just like weaves? Because I would put right now, just because we're looking for offense. I'm not saying this is an everyday deal. I would find a way to get Caratini in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's likely a DH or catcher. You're not going to bench Walker,
Yep.
so and nor should you. So we really jacked up not having another left-handed bat. It's a problem.
Yep.
It is a massive problem because McCormick, Myers, Pena, all those
Dubon.
dudes,
Yeah.
Dubon, all those dudes hit lefties better than average. You just don't face the lefties. I mean, crap, we're facing the best pitching staff pound for pound in the next 3 games. They don't have any lefties at the start. It's all righties. That's why I think what they did was so short sighted. Go get a lefty bat, a serviceable one. Didn't even have to spend a lot of money or put Luis Gilmore me on the roster and see what he does. And if he's a disaster, you can just DFA him. It's not expensive. DFA him. See you. Bye. And that's why that's why I'm so wanting Caratini at somewhere because it's just another left-handed bat. We're gonna
Yeah.
face righty, hard slider, hard slider, hard slidey all freaking year.
Yep. And so does that lend to Jordan playing more left field to get Caratini at the DH?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know what the number is, but yeah. I mean, I would put Jordan in left and then have Caratini DH,
Right.
or have him catch and have Martin Diaz Maldonado DH. I guess
It's too early. Don't do that to him.
Stop.
But I
it's
get it.
It's pretty freaking bad. Like,
I get it.
what's amazing to me is he doesn't get, and we are pro Yainer for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's amazing. Like he's not catching much flack, and I'm like, he's done nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, he has got to start turning it up. I mean, he was one of the they did mention it today in the broadcast at one point where it was like this is the guy who was, one of the best in baseball last year and or one of the second in the team in batting averages last year. And he is not doing anything right now.
Well, just for record, his batting average is .077.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's again 9 games. So let's throw it out there.
9 games.
Dorton, are you above?
Yainer. Oh,
Hang
go ahead.
on. Dorton, does
What was your
Jordan-
number, Neil? Because this was one I wasn't prepared for, which I want you to bring
Yeah.
this up. So what was
I
the
said-
number?
I said 32, but I just said that's
Were you
20%.
talking about 20% of his games in left field?
I mean, yeah. So you're going to say above because you said.
I think he plays over that because I think
he's going to have to.
Well, if you think they're going to make the switch back with Altuve playing second, well then, I can see that logic.
I don't think they're going to make a full switch. I just said I think Altuve is going to play more second base than I thought. And so, but I think that's because Altuve is going to hit. So they're going to say, all right, screw the defensive metrics at second base, put him in the lineup, and let's get Jordan at left for he's not going to be a ton, but yes, I do think he's going to play more than we think because they're going to have to get another bat at DH.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
That's fair.
Okay, over and under. As my wife is yelling to my kids, trying to get them to bed. This is great. I love that it's freaking cold outside on April 6th. It's awesome. I couldn't be on my back porch. Yainer Díaz, 22.5 home runs. Over or under?
I mean, it's tough to. If you'd asked me this 2 weeks ago, I'd have said over in a second.
You would have ran to over.
I'm going to still say over. I mean, like the kid can hit the ball, and I'm gonna hope that he just flips a switch at some point, and he finds it and kicks it into gear.
He had 23 last year.
Yeah. I know he did.
So,
and you would think he was going to build on that, right? I mean, I do these numbers for a reason, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think he goes over.
I guess I'm under. I mean,
I'm under too.
I'm cheating just because of the current status.
I'm under too. And I'm with Dorton also. 2 weeks ago, I'd have said over. And it should be based on his power and his bat, but I think this is going to be a process getting him out of what he's in right now.
Yeah,
now he's very streaky. He's very streaky.
He is, and he's not seeing it. And I think he was hitting the ball. If I remember correctly, he was hitting the ball in spring training. He wasn't hitting it out of the park, but he was hitting the ball.
Better than he's doing now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he was making contact.
I take that back. Last year, he hit 16. In 2023.
2 years ago, we're 23.
23.
I'm going under.
Yeah. I'm almost
Neil, you went under.
Oh, yes. I don't even think it's
Kruger,
close.
you went under.
I'm under.
And I'm the only person that's going over?
I want to be wrong.
All right.
We need him to hit about 28, 30.
Come on, Daddy Diaz. Come on, baby.
All right. I know it's not. It's not. Okay. Let's see. Jeremy Pena. Over or under 107 WRC plus?
Over. 107? Yeah, over. He does. I think he is. I think he's in the one. I'm gonna even dial it in. I think he's in the 115 to 118 range.
Whoa! If we're in that,
yeah,
we're in a good spot.
I'm hopeful.
I'm under.
Yeah.
But I mean, 106. I would take 106 right now. If you told me he was going to do 106 right now, sign me up.
Yeah. Yeah, 107. That's doable for him.
Y'all are both going over. Man, yeah. All right.
Where was he last year?
He's right around that number.
Yeah.
Where was he the year before?
I don't have it all in front of me.
I got it.
I'll let you.
I got it right here. So he's been hovering at 100. So give or take 1 or 2 or 2 or 3. So 102, 97, 100, and he's at 91 right now. This is like.
I mean, we're talking about how.
Let's go.
I mean, he's 9%. Even right now, he's 9% below the average player.
Get a breakout. He's only got 5 hits. Got 2 of them are home runs. All of them are hard hit.
Under. He's never done it before.
All right.
Who will lead
Kyle
the
Tucker? Next. Oh,
Let's
wait.
not bring that up right now. Let's not do that right now.
How's he doing? Oh,
Well, he hit number
He's
5
doing-
tonight.
he's doing
Well.
really well. I just looked at his WRC plus, by the way.
Ugh.
Can they even register it?
It is as good as Yanir's is bad. It is opposite.
Again, 300
It is-
million. Just think, you're not going to pay him 300 million. All right. Who's going to lead the Astros in runs batted in RBIs?
Jordan.
He didn't last year.
Who did?
Did he? I thought he didn't.
Well, it wasn't Tucker.
No, he had a broken leg.
No. Yeah, it was Jordan last year.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah,
With like what?
like
89?
right behind Diaz. Jordan had 86. Diaz had 84. Then Breggy had 75, or whatever that guy's name is.
Okay.
The guy with the barbecue sauce.
Jordan, huh?
Yeah.
Jordan?
It better be.
Christian Walker.
I'm with Jordan.
Or I think it's between Jordan and Walker.
I'm going Walker.
Possibly Brendan Rodgers.
No, it's not going to be him.
Hey, how many does Walker have right now?
Not many.
One. Well, I mean,
Okay. How many does Jordan have?
7.
4.
Got 3. He got 3 of those today.
Oh yeah, 7. Okay.
9 games, man. Still 153 left.
Good grief.
All right. Isak Paredes. Jordan's boy, I guess. Over.
I'm skittish.
Over or under 242 batting average.
242? He better be over.
Look at his career, bro. Look at his career.
Over.
I'll go over.
I'm going to go over as well. I think he's going to hit about 250.
I'd take that.
I think he's just going to get more fastballs hitting in front of Jordan.
Yeah, if they keep him where he is in the lineup, they have to pitch to him, right?
Well, he's like our 4th best hitter. I don't think they're going to move him.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Yainer. God almighty. Go ahead. Next.
I know. That's the biggest hole right now.
Sucks when your 5-hole guy has 1 hit.
Martin Maldonado. Okay.
Sorry, 2 hits.
2 for 26.
Yes.
He has 2 more than we have. Jake Myers. Over and under 223. Remember what I just said. 223.
It's so hard to make that call because you don't know which guy you're getting.
Yes, you
But
do.
even lights out, Jake Myers is hitting 250, and that is as good as you can get. Jake Myers is hitting 250.
So looking back, 21 he hit 260, 22 227, 23 227, 24 219. So I'm going over.
Okay.
Under.
I'm with Jordan. Under. He's gonna get power slider after power slider after power slider. I'm with Jordan. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, he will get streaky and he will go on a 250, 275 run, and then he'll disappear. A $125 for 2 months.
Yep.
I agree. All right, over and under 29.5 home runs for Christian Walker.
Nah, he hits 30. Yeah. I think, hey, listen, if I'm just going on him hitting the ball hard right now, those balls are going to start either leaving the park or he's going to be hitting the 330. Like he's going to have if he keeps hitting the ball as hard as he's hitting it, he's either going to have an incredible batting average or he's hitting 30 home runs. Over.
I'm going over, but I thought he already had more than he has now. But he is hitting the ball hard. I'm going to go over. I think he's about 32. I don't think it's going to be much over. I think it's going to be like 32.
I mean, those balls are coming off the bat.
Oh, they are.
Hot. And they're just
he hit a couple balls 112.
Yeah, I know. And they are, but they're like I hate to say it, it's just bad freaking luck, man. Like a lot of them are going straight to him, you know? And he's not getting he's not getting the angle that he need the launch angle that he needs, and they're staying in the ballpark.
Too high.
Too high.
Too high. Too high. No. Too far. Too far.
Who gives a shit? It's gone. I'm saying under. I'm saying he's a 34-year-old guy who has,
There.
I mean, you said 29.
29.5.
So
Over
he's only hit 29 or more 3 times. He's hit 29, 36, and 33. So
I know.
I'm under.
There was a method to the madness of the numbers.
Yeah, I'm under.
We needed to be over.
Could be helpful.
Anything else before I throw a couple more?
No, keep going.
All right, let's go. I'm killing this. I'm like 8 for 8 so far. This is awesome.
Yeah, let's rehash the last 2 years. Hunter Brown.
Under.
Or under 3.4 ERA.
Over. 3 point what? 3.4.
3.4.
Oh crap. Okay, what's he been hovering at over the past 2? Let me look here.
So 23, he was 5. 24, he was 3.5. Last year, he was, or no, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, last year he was 3.5. Okay.
And you said what? 3.5? 3.4?
3.4.
3.4. I think over. I mean, I think not much over, but over. And I'm not saying that. I think I don't think we see like a just huge improvement in his pitching game this year. I don't see it. We see it for any of our pitchers this year. Going on the first round of pitching.
We saw extremes both ways last year. We saw the extreme terrible start and the extreme fantastic.
He was the best pitcher. Well, he was the second best pitcher. He was the second best pitcher in the American League for about 2 months behind Skubal. He was the second best pitcher for about 2 months behind Skubal in the American League. Now, 2 months isn't a full season.
Nope.
I'll say over.
I'm going to go under.
I hope you're
I
right.
think it's going to be about 3.25.
That'd be great.
That would be, yes, it would.
Fantastic.
And really, his innings pitched is probably more telling. You know, I mean, if he pitches 170 innings again, then I would say he's going to be under. because he's healthy, he's pitching, he's in the game. I feel, and I know what you're saying. Like those two things to me in my brain are attached. If he can stay healthy and pitch well, well then yeah, or pitch well. If he can stay in the game, then I think that's going to be a key to his ERA staying where it's under 3.5. But for the time being, I'm saying over.
Okay. Couple more, and then some of these aren't all over and unders. Some of these are just question yes or no's. Some will be over and under, but does Framber Valdez finish the season as an Astro?
That's a good question.
So if he doesn't, we are selling,
Correct.
and that means that our season is tanked by what date? What date would be our
Well,
our season would need to be
it's usually
tanked.
around August 1st now with the new rules is the trade deadline, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like what would you consider the indicator mark for it? It's like,
Well, I had like 7 dates last year because I keep wanting them to sell.
Yes.
And by the way,
we all remember.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, we went 0-2 in the playoffs, so we should have sold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean, we won as many games last year in the playoffs as the three of us did. So we should have, but I mean, that's, there's always that all-star break, but that's only 2.5 weeks before the trade deadline.
Yes, he finishes with us.
Okay. Can I give a caveat before Dorton gets to go?
Yeah.
Does
Sure.
that mean where you think? Well, we'll get to predictions. You think that regardless if we're in it or not, he stays?
Uh,
Meaning competitive.
if we're in the neighborhood, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if we
Jordan?
are White Sox bad,
Well,
no.
we're not going to be. I mean, if we're that bad, we need to shut down the
We won't be
podcast.
that. We won't.
It'll just be us three listening.
Yeah.
Once.
Don't have to worry about it.
Go back to texting.
Yeah, I think he'll still be with the team because I think we won't be at like garage sale level. Will we be will will we be like in contention for like winning the division?
No. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Probably. But
you
like,
know what?
I think we'll be there. I think we'll be in playoff contention. Possibly.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, this is why I'm asking these questions.
And I know you two guys are this is gonna irritate the crap out of you. But does it depend on Lance McCormick's performance?
You mean Lance McCoffey?
That guy.
That guy?
He's next on my over and under.
So if he comes back,
I'm with that guy. I'm with what Dorton said.
Let's go to fantasy land for a second and say he comes back and pitches and doesn't get hurt. And
okay.
Why?
Let's go back to Fantasyland from when McCoffey was 100% healthy 5 years ago, but very healthy and 5 years younger. How did he do then?
Well,
he had one good start in the playoffs against the Mariners. I as much as fantastic. I cannot stand, I know, as much as I can't stand the guy. Fantastic. He had that one start against the Mariners for 6 innings.
You had 6 innings of great play during a playoff game. Did you change an entire season for a baseball team in that 6 innings in a playoff game?
So he was a part of helping us win in 2022.
Hold on. Have we got, we're not doing this based on McCoffey. This podcast is not going to be about that SOB.
Right, I know what you're doing. I
do too. It's called bait. Finish the Fromber because McCoffey's next. Okay.
So I know that's what I'm saying. It could depend on keeping
No,
Farmer.
no, it can't be anything. It's a yes or no question.
I
Either you
already,
think
I
he's going
already,
to be on
I
the
already,
team or not.
I already gave that answer. I'm asking y'all, is Lance McCullers' health, does that dictate anything? Are you
No.
No.
okay?
No.
That was the question.
0.
Dorton, do you think Framber's on the team? Did you already
Yeah,
answer that?
I
Yeah.
do. I do. I don't because I don't think that we're at like wholesale level or past the All-Star break.
Okay, I'm going to answer my own question. I think he's on the team. I hope he is because we're in contention. But if we're not, and I don't feel like this team's a World Series team, trade his meltdown, you know what, for 3
Don't get me wrong.
prospects.
Don't get me wrong. If it's mid-June, early July, and
Don't be
this
giving
is
7 or 8 dates, dude. Don't be doing that.
no, I'm not. But if we're mid-June, early July, and we're at 10 wins, 12 wins, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I have a
Go.
feeling. I have a feeling
You go.
if they're going to trade Tucker, they can definitely trade Valdez.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, if
Why
let's
we're in
go.
the cellar, it is time to gut.
They still should have traded Bregman, but whatever. Story for another day.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that, like, if we're talking division, then I'm saying they're not. If we're talking outside chance of a uh, wild card, I don't know. I'll still stick with he'll be on the team, but it is going to be interesting to see.
We're not going to let him go if there's an outside chance we get a wild card.
I think it's where we are.
Fair.
Dorton, I think it has to be better than an outside chance.
Yeah. I mean, like, there has to be a very good chance of a wild card.
Okay, let's just get McCoffey out of the way because I don't even want to talk about him, but I think it's funny that we bring it up. So, Lance Mieski McCoffey
Do I
over
need to
and
get his
under
jersey? Do I need to get
over
his
and under 1.5 starts on the
Under.
mound.
Hard under.
way over?
All right.
Hey, Irishman, I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah.
Irishman,
Hard under.
I'm with you, buddy. Hard under.
Way over.
Like, I don't think he plays I mean this in all honesty. I don't think he plays another inning of Major League Baseball.
I think they probably try to force him into a start, and he starts, and we never see him again.
I don't think we even see that. How did this spring go?
Oh, dude, you don't have to sell me on this guy. This guy's a fraud. Whatever. I don't want to.
What did we say? What did we say at the end of last season? Like, what is your biggest fear? And mine came true. It was McCoffey is ready to go.
Yeah.
Up until a week before spring.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's almost exactly what
I know.
happened.
It's the same. I don't even know why they even report on the guy anymore. I really don't. Okay. Speaking of which, Forrest Whitley. Over or under 7.5 innings pitched?
That's a good line.
Yeah, it's a good line because mine's under.
I'm gonna go over. I think he gets. I think we put the ball in his hand a few times this year. I do.
Okay. Mieski?
I'm gonna say under. Yeah, I'm gonna say under. Yeah, just because name me the last time he's done that.
I cannot believe that's your argument when you just back McCoffey. It blows
Yeah,
my
I
mind.
agree.
You mean
this is
World Series Lance McCullers?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I mean
he's only like been a part of both World Series guys. I mean, yeah, what does he
Kinda. Kinda.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, he's
All
a
right.
little more part of the 2022 team. That he's a little more than we were.
Not a chance. No.
I'll give you 17. I'm not giving you 22. Okay. All right. Before Cam Smith,
Oh,
What about him?
over and under 16 and a half home runs.
under.
Under.
I'm still going over.
I think
I still think he finds it. I still think he finds it.
I hope so. I hope so, but I the problem is the clock's he's got a different clock than everyone else has right now. And the clock is started on the first game, and yeah, he got a base knock, and that was great. It was awesome, but like it's a different clock than everyone else has. And
He's a better offensive player right now than Yainer Díaz.
Sure, but again, completely different clock.
It is. No,
Different clock.
it is. It is. It is.
And he has to
At
prove
least
himself.
he walks.
He has to prove himself in a different way in a much smaller time period. And
I agree.
Unfortunately, he hasn't had it. He hasn't done it yet, and I have a feeling that he's going to be down in Sugarland pretty soon if this continues.
Okay.
Which is a shame, because I think that given just plopping him out there and giving him the struggle hits like we're giving Diaz right now, I think he finds it. But we're not going to do that.
Neil, anything extra?
Yeah, he's just, no. I mean, I don't know if he's ready. I
Okay.
mean,
That's fair.
our roster has forced him into being here.
That is 100% true. He also he played. I mean, he did.
Sure.
Him and DeCenzo both earned it in the spring training.
Yeah.
You know what? Real quick side note. I watched again. I watched it again. The locker room footage of him, like his mom and dad
Yeah.
getting in, and like you made the team type stuff. It kind of hits different on a professional level, because meaning on a college level, everyone you got a scholarship, like everyone is incredibly excited for you. On a professional level, when you go back and look at it, like, you made the roster, oh, you are now directly competing for my job.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Got it. And like, go rewatch that and go look at DeCenzo, go look at his face, go look at Jake Meyer's face. They aren't like, tears aren't welling up.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I mean, it's kind of one of those, like, all right, come on, let's get this show
Cool
on the road.
story. Let's go. Yeah.
Cool story. You made it, bro. Way to go. Like, now it's on. You are now competition for my position. It was interesting. It was anyway. So
Yeah.
total
No,
side
I'm
note.
with you.
But it was
Okay.
I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, like it hits different on a professional level. I don't know if they should probably do that.
No, they did it for a story, and they did it for
I know. Anyway, it's a great Cam Smith story, but like, showing the other players, it just hits different.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool if you see Cooper Hummel just stand up and just walk out the door, because he's like, well, there goes my spot. I'm out. Like he knew, like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't do a deal with that with, DFA and him.
Nope.
But I mean, you could, to Dorton's point, you could have seen Cooper Hummel just stand up and said, "Whoop, see you guys."
Yeah.
Like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
That'd been funny. If you can't name Josh Hader and Brian Abreu, who will be the best pitcher in the bullpen
Josh
this
Hader.
year? Way to play the game.
Oh man. All right, bullpen. All right, I'm gonna go Tay.
Taylor Scott.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I like that South African. That's one. That's one that I like.
It's a good pick. He had a solid year last year.
Yep. I think, and he's come out decent this year so far.
Neil, you picking Montero?
No, I'm not. No. Is Larry Anderson still in there?
What number did Larry Anderson wear?
Ooh, that's a good question.
No, don't look. I know.
No, I don't know.
Caleb Bort is still on the tail.
26? Was he?
No.
You
I
can
want to
still-
say, well,
you
I
can
could be
still pick-
wrong.
Neil, you
He's
can
either
still pick up Caleb Bort.
Thought he was
Yeah.
47. Same number as Montero,
Oh, good.
but I could be wrong.
My gut tells me King.
That's my pick. I really like what I'm seeing out of
I'd
him,
like King too. I have liked him.
which is 47 backwards, 74. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll go with him.
Well, dang it! I didn't think you were going to take my guy. That's mine.
Let me see.
We'll see. All right.
Now my brain's on. Yeah, Larry Anderson, number 47. Good call.
Thanks.
Hey, guys, Caleb Bort still on the board if y'all want to take him.
Why didn't
That's
you
your-
take him?
Yeah, that's your pick.
Orton.
Mm.
I do like
All right.
him.
Let's just get right to it.
All right.
Who wants to go first with season win total and where we finish in the standings? What's the end destination?
I'll go first.
All right.
Or go ahead, Brian. You go.
I'll give you wins. How about that?
Well, you got to give me both, but we can do wins first. That's
Wins
fine.
first. I'm gonna say 85.
Not 105?
I was
No,
going to say,
we're
what
not gonna-
happened to that guy?
That one was
You're supposed to be the eternal optimist of this group.
well, I think 85 is pretty optimistic right now with this offense.
Okay. Where does that put us in the standings? Does that get us in? Does that not get us in?
If we're in as a wild card.
Okay.
Well,
I didn't say if. You need to make a prediction.
I mean, I think it is a close wild card.
You think we sneak in?
Close wild card. Yeah, I think we are a close wild card.
Okay.
Playoff team.
Do we do anything in the playoffs?
No.
Okay. Neil?
It's gonna be a boring postseason.
It was last year. Neil?
It's gonna be just as.
Man, I don't know if I'm mad or scared because that Brian's I should have gone first because Brian is the optimist here.
Yeah.
He's the eternal optimist of the group when it comes to the Astros. Yes.
I feel like I'm being pretty dang optimistic right now too. I do. I don't know why.
Because I'm at 87, and I thought that was going to be low for the group.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think we do sneak in to a wild card position. But man, it's anywhere in my brain. I struggle between 83 to 87. So I'm being optimistic by picking 87.
Yeah.
And I think the Angels suck. And I think the A's suck.
I think the A's are better than we think.
I mean, better than what? Better
Than
than
they have been. Than they have been.
Yeah, and I'd agree with that.
I'll still argue they take it to us. Every single home series.
Oh yeah.
Every single home series we have against them, they freaking bring the thunder.
Anytime we count on the Astros winning those games when we're trying to get into the playoffs, So then you go, okay, the Rangers and Seattle. Well, Seattle's pitching is good. The Rangers, I guess, are whatever, good. But I think Christian, you kind of said it earlier too. How good is the rest of the American League? So
Well, I think
It's not.
we're gonna find out a little bit about the Mariners this week, right? We're
yeah,
gonna
I
find
mean,
out a little bit about the Angels this weekend.
I'm
We
not.
really haven't. That's the other part is we haven't really played. So we played the Twins and well, we won the series, but everything else has been kind of
Yeah, National League.
yeah.
Man, making the playoffs is it's borderline. I'll say yes, but I mean, I can see us getting 86, 87 wins and not making it.
Okay.
Do we do anything if we make the playoffs?
No, can't imagine.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think
not
so.
unless we go out and get
Unless we have some pitching, some or
well, well,
McCoffee comes in and
McCullers will be
turns
back.
into Nolan
Yes,
Ryan somehow.
yes, and then we'll
You're
go.
not helping my prediction.
Then we'll go get somebody from Toronto, trade Cam Smith, and is there anybody left in Toronto? Any? No.
Hmm.
Will Wagner.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Yeah.
that be something? So yeah, I'm gonna say 87, and I'm gonna say I mean, we're gonna slide in to a bad spot, and yeah,
All right.
not
Get bad spotted.
well because we're a bad spot, you know.
Fair.
But
All right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown here. This team in its current form when playing to its potential is a 90 to 92 win team. I believe that when it's playing to its potential. We're 9 games in. I think they're gonna rev up. And I think they're gonna rev down. I think they're gonna rev up. And I think they're gonna rev down. And I think they're gonna have injuries. And our depth is razor thin. I mean, it's thinner than thin. So potential, we're a 90 to 92 win team fighting for the West. I don't think we play to our potential. I think injuries happen. I think our depth shows, and I think we win 82 games. And I think we're a 500 team after we have a couple of injuries and we don't have the depth that we normally have. And I think we missed the playoffs. And I think we should seriously consider trading Fromber, Jake Myers, let Dubon play center, see what we've got there, let the kids play, and let's get ready for 2026 when we have more money fall off the books and we can go find a free agent pitcher and go sign a left-handed bat and go get more prospects. I hope I'm wrong, but from a depth perspective, we are nowhere close where we've been over the golden years. We're not even close. Like
Not close at all.
if you really think about it, we're not even close to those rosters.
No. I mean, it's
And
gonna.
so our ceiling, those ceilings were 102, 104, 105. This ceiling is 90, 92. And that's if we don't have major injuries to some of our best players. Now, could we have a wild card like a Zach DeCenzo and a Cam Smith and a
Right.
Brendan Rodgers or um,
Yeah.
Isak Paredes tear it up? Sure. But if I'm looking at it from a full perspective, we need so many players to have career years to hit that 92 win total that I just don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. Again, I'll come on this podcast in October and be, man, I was dead wrong. But
Yeah, because
we're not even talking injuries yet, and we are razor thin.
and when you and I'm not saying Christian Walker and Paredes specifically, but when you have just signed guys to or gotten guys in their 3-year contracts and they're in year one of three, what's the motivation? I mean,
Well, new team.
yeah. I mean,
They
and they're
haven't won
professionals.
ring. They haven't won rings.
Yeah, but sure. I mean, I'm just saying those
What's the
career.
motivation for Altuve? He's
Oh,
got
Hall of
two
Famer.
rings.
Yeah. But I'm just saying,
He's a
like,
Hall of Famer if he never played again after
sure.
today.
But that's Hall of Famers have that motivation.
Well,
They're
okay.
just that way. What I'm saying is, like, I just think guys try a little bit differently, or zero in a little bit harder at the back end of a contract to get the next contract. I think it's just human nature. Uh,
I'm really not worried about those two. Like I'm really
well,
not. Like and again, we could be here in a month and be like, oh, I'm worried about those two. But
no, but I think those are key pieces to
no, they are. I just
getting
think
to
they're.
the.
I think they're going to produce. I think Walker's going to produce. I think Paredes is going to be a slightly less Bregman. I think
But
he's going to be a. But I
yeah,
think he's going to produce.
but when you say
I,
career years, I'm saying those are not to me. That's not when guys have career years in my mind, and that
okay.
could I got no stat to back that up. Uh,
Yeah.
are they going to throw up good numbers? Probably. Are they going to be top end of their career? My guess is no.
I'm worried about the Peñas, the Diaz's now,
Yeah.
the Jake Myers, the Framber
So
Valdez's.
Yeah.
Kruger, you say at potential, uh, we are above 90.
90, 92 is where I would put the ceiling.
Yeah, an above 90 win season. That's at potential. And you're
Mm-hmm.
saying worst case.
No.
Yeah. Because worst case is like,
No, worst case is 75.
well, worst case is we are the fact that we are razor thin starts showing
Oh, okay.
through. And because we start having injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that is worst case.
I thought you meant 82 is not my worst case scenario for this team. It's 75 is.
Oh, okay. All right.
And,
Well,
and that would be, I think, we're
Injuries.
pitching.
Yeah, that
would
would
be.
be yes.
so the way that you explained it, like the fact that we are razor thin. So you're going middle of the road. Your middle of the road is 82, and your worst case is 75,
Correct.
and your best case is 90,
92. Yep.
Okay.
But because I think we're going to do this. I think this is what I said. I think we're going to go up. I think we're going to get hot and play well. And then I think we're going to, I think at the end of the day, we're going to do this. We're going to be streaky. We're going to play hot, play low,
Well, I mean,
play
that's what we
streaky.
do.
Well, yeah, but it's a lot more good over the last 7 years than has been bad. I
Is
think
it? I mean,
yeah,
like we were streaky bad for a long time last year, and then we got hot real quick.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay. I mean, last year
I
to
will
me is
say
an
this:
last year's an anomaly compared to the last 7.
one
but-
third of this podcast had this team sold late May,
and he was right. That's the problem.
but also that same team got incredibly hot, and then
Yeah, and won nothing. Didn't even win a game.
and then Tucker got hurt, and we started winning with our best player hurt. And it's I don't know, it's stuff like that where you the intangibles that happen that you're like, how can our best hitter get hurt?
Yes,
And
but
then we
but
start
but
winning.
but if you look back, hindsight's 2020, right? If you look back,
I know.
they can't the Detroit Tigers came to Houston and beat us 2 straight games. We didn't even win a game. If you look back hindsight now, don't you wish you would have traded Bregman if the same results were going to happen? Maybe traded Tucker, maybe traded a pitcher, maybe traded Myers, and we were
But you,
deeper ready.
yeah, but you can't sell just because you're not going to win the World Series. I don't. I mean,
That's where we are. I mean, did we think that team last year was a World Series team? I didn't.
I thought that there was
I did at the beginning.
a leaking chance that there would be. I mean, just because of the stature of who we've been and who we have on
Sure.
that. I mean, there was a legitimate chance. I mean, there's what, 6 to 8 teams each year that go, you got a chance. Well, we were one of them.
Mm.
We are not that team this year. So do we, I mean, if we came out tomorrow and we traded Framber Valdez, I'm going, good move. Good. I mean, yeah.
Well, it's a little early for that. I mean,
But I
and
mean, but why not? I mean,
well, you got
I'm
to see you got to see how many players, how many guys have a career year. I don't know. I guess we're kind of. I mean,
I'm on your side
so
of last year.
in my opinion, I think we're at the level that we should be a World Series or bust team every year, and if we're not, we should prepare for the next year to be that team. As we all agree on, we never want to see 2015 and before that ever again.
Right.
So that was my whole deal with selling last year is I didn't think we were a World Series team. I just didn't. And look, you guys could have slapped me around and said I was wrong. Look, I didn't think we were going to win the division at a certain time, and we did. But I also happened to be in a house when the Detroit Tigers in a 3-game series swept us in Houston. What a joke.
So why not have that same mentality this year?
Well, fine. I'm just telling you where I think we're going to end up. I think we're going to end up being a 500 team because that's what we are after injury. I mean, every team's going to go through injury. It's a matter of how many,
Sure.
and we're razor thin. Like if so, I'm telling you. I mean, this can be for a number of players, but let's just say we missed Hunter Brown for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, we're toast.
Trouble.
Yeah, it's gonna be in trouble. Yeah.
And that goes for Aaron Getty, frankly, and Fromber.
Yeah, and which is what I'm saying. Like last year, you didn't believe in the team.
Mm-mm.
Brian
I
and I
didn't.
did.
Yeah,
This year, I'm with what you're saying, with what you said last year. I'm saying I agree to dump them, to move on. And I'm saying this year, I I'm with that mindset. And that's why I'm saying I don't care. Like announce that we traded Fromber right now, and I don't care. Like I'm saying,
yeah.
good move
Oh,
because
I would too. I'd be like, it won't happen, but I know your point. Your point being
yeah,
is, yeah.
we're not a World Series team.
Mm-mm.
I mean, and again, there maybe we're wrong. Who the hell knows? But I don't think we've got the pitching, and I sure as hell hadn't seen the bats to prove that.
Well, I just think too many guys have to have career years for us to be a 90 to 95 win team.
Yeah, and
And
like you
all those
said,
guys are not going to
oh
hit on all
yeah,
cylinders.
no,
Right.
no.
Jordan, is it
It's
Jordan, do you have questions there before we wrap it up? I mean,
Nope.
did I
No, I
explain
think
it what
that's
I was
it.
thinking?
That's it. Yeah, no, no. Yeah, no. That makes sense.
I mean, I do.
Just
I think with injuries,
clarifying.
we're a 75 win team with the wrong injuries. You can
yes.
say that about a lot of teams.
Stop.
We're just, I, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we win 94 games. I just,
I don't see it.
we're razor thin.
Yeah, I don't see it. And even if we would have had this conversation before the 4 and 5 start, my opinion hasn't is not. I
Might not
would
need it.
okay. Uh, I mean, the 4 and 5 makes me feel like I said 87 might be high. But I was trying to
I
be
think what we figured out is
blind.
I think what we figured out, they're going to win the next 16 of 17.
Surely.
And I
Wow.
would be okay with that.
And we're all going to come back on, aren't we smart?
Fantastic.
All right, let's talk about the week real fast and
Okay.
let's get out of here. I knew this was
We
going to be a
got
little bit longer because we were doing some
6
predictions.
games,
3 in Seattle and then 3 at
3 at
home
home.
against the Triple Angels.
Yep. You're second place.
I know they're 6-3. That's okay. That's not going to stay.
The Angels are 6-3.
I think they didn't. Did I say that? Didn't we
I
see that?
think that's what they are. Yeah, 6 and 3.
The
They
Angels are
played
for
Anaheim
real.
Little. I think they played Anaheim Little League for 3-game set. But
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Who wants to go
like,
first?
what are the tomorrow's gonna be a freaking bloodbath. Who's starting tomorrow? It's
Hayden
Wisniewski.
Miesky versus Logan Gilbert.
Logan Gilbert.
I like her chances.
I don't.
There is a significant advantage, and it's not our way.
No, we've been hitting so well with all of our right-handed bats.
Well, I mean, we did hit well.
This is the problem with the lineup construction. Is if you're a Logan Gilbert or a George Kirby or a Bryce Miller in your Brothel zone, I mean, I wouldn't give Jordan anything to hit. I don't care if he's struggling or not. You pitch around him and throw your power sliders against the righties. That's the problem with the lineup construction. All right, go ahead. Sorry, I digress.
All right. So, all right. I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be. I think tomorrow is a. How about this? I'm going to be optimistic. I was pretty pessimistic, but I'll be optimistic. I was probably overly optimistic last season or last week. I think the Mariners take tomorrow. Framber has a day. Maybe Hunter has a day. So we go 2-1.
Okay. In Seattle?
We go
okay. What do we do back here in
Seattle.
Houston?
We have a day off. We come back. Spencer. So we're 2, 3. We're 4-2 for the 4-2 for the. We're 3-3 on the week. We're 3-3 on the week.
So we're going to lose the series at home to the Angels?
Yep, we're 3-3 on the week.
Neil?
Or we lose the series. We're going to lose the series in Seattle, and we're going to lose.
Not rocket science.
We're 3-3. I'm not picking for it. I'm not going to pick a winning week.
Neil?
Yeah, we'll be lucky to get out of Seattle with a win.
Okay.
And
no, I don't think it's that bad. We'll win a game in Seattle.
That's what I said. I mean, I think we'll be lucky.
I don't think we'll be lucky to win.
I do.
That's a ton of confidence.
Lord.
Yeah, I mean, guys, we've scored 20, what is it? 20, how many runs? 27 runs this season?
Brooks is, again, I text you guys this for that reason only. Last
9
Wednesday,
of them were today, Neil.
Brooks is 11U
Thank
team.
you.
We scored
It's
15.
fine. But 9 of them were today.
I should coach the Astros hitting.
We're starting to get them. It's all right. We're starting to get them.
We score in bunches is probably the next thing somebody's going to say. Yeah, so I'll say we'll go 1-2 in Seattle. And then, I mean, I guess we'll go 2-1 versus the Angels. So I'll do my chalk 3-3. You know me.
I'm saying the same thing. I think we're gonna go 3-3. And do you understand what that adds up to? If we keep going
82 wins.
82 wins. Because that's exactly what we are.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get to play the Angels and A's, and that's why I just feel like we can get to 87. That's
good thing is we got a podcast to figure it all out.
Oh boy, got all the answers right here.
Has anyone looked at what Bregman's doing right now?
Yeah, he's ripping.
Well, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, good for you. We're really super happy for you, Greg.
I gotta come to grips with that whole thing.
Also, can you please come pick up this giant pallet of disgusting barbecue sauce?
What HEB store does he have up there? I mean,
he doesn't. He doesn't.
Good riddance.
Jordan, have you seen who?
Yes, I was fixing to ask this. Okay.
Have you seen who's made the HEB commercials now?
Oh, have I? Oh,
this is how far we've fallen.
That's exactly what I thought.
How far have we fallen up?
We are relying. Oh my gosh.
It's about time. How about that? It's about time, HEB.
So does Hunter Brown not speak enough English?
No. No. We need some star power in there. And Dubon brings the star power. Let's bring it.
That's when you know how many wins we're gonna have. 82.
85.
Let me ask. I know we got to go.
Exactly 85.
By the way, you know those slow starts Bregman gets off to. He's only batting 341 right now, so don't worry
I
about that.
I know.
But
He hit one further than he's ever hit one either today or tomorrow or yesterday. Like he hit one like 440.
I'm so good for him, man. I'm
so let me
really
ask you
happy for him.
this:
Super happy for him.
you get to pick. You get to pick one of them that you would have had back for just the season, no contracts, no long term. No,
Bregman.
okay.
Bregman.
No.
That's always gonna be my answer.
No, screw that guy.
You would have taken
Oh,
Tucker. No,
you would have taken Tucker in his playoff performances.
I don't care. I don't care. I mean, like I'm a hard out on Bregman. Here on out.
because he chose to leave versus Tucker, who got traded.
No, I mean just
I'm taking the clutch player, and I'm seeing a guy that hit bombs against some of the best pitchers on the planet versus a guy who decided not to show up because one, it was the playoffs, and two, last year he just broke his, I don't know his,
You get
I don't know
so
what.
mad. You get so mad at these guys that have actual injuries.
That was lame, man. That was lame.
I
and
mean,
You don't agree
and
that was lame?
and there
it
was a guy,
sucked, but
and this is a guy. This is and you're not mad at a guy who, I mean, chose to middle finger, and it was straight up, yeah.
You don't know that. I think he had fault in it. You don't think the Astros had any fault in it?
Come on. Okay,
I'm not defending him.
a little bit,
Neil asked the question.
a little bit,
No contracts. Who I'd play right now? I would take the clutch player who plays a premium position. I would.
And he's always clutch at the beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year doesn't matter. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. Uh, in 2023 against the Rangers, go look up Kyle Tucker's stats. You were the one that.
I know. I was there.
Yeah. So
I
before,
was there.
yeah,
I know. Oh, I know.
I could have put you up there, and the result would have been the same.
Oh, I know. I saw the guy give up, and I saw the guy give up.
So let me ask you,
in
it's
right
more
field.
about that than it is injury, just for you.
I saw the guy give up in right field.
yeah.
But I also
mean,
saw our third baseman give up, like and give a finger to all of the fans, and bye-bye.
I didn't say it was right. It's also business. We were never
Yeah, but
signing Tucker.
there's a way to do business. You know, there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. And
I don't think
do
it was all him. I don't. I think it was Boris. I think it was
yeah.
him. And
Boris was
I think it was
listen,
the Astros.
if it was Boris, then Boris did a terrible job. And Boris usually does a really good job of being the bad guy. Like Boris did this. I didn't do this. This came down to Bregman.
Okay. Can you not think that maybe Bregman saw the writing on the wall of the organization and wanted to go play somewhere else?
That's fine. But like own it.
and maybe encouraged to.
Own it. Own it.
I mean, I don't know.
Own it.
I think everybody was fairly quiet.
We'll never know what really happened.
No, I think
Yeah, I know. I think it screwed a lot of people, and it was I think it was, yes, it was business, and it's always business, but it was bad business the way that it went down, and the way
Well,
that
I'm not rooting for him.
and I
And
can't. I've been like,
I'm sure as heck not rooting for the
trust
Red
me,
Sox.
at the end of last season, or even just 3 months ago, I would have said, you know what, like if Bregman gets a better deal, or if we don't offer, something better or something, whatever, if we just decide to move on, like I will say best of luck. I will not boo him. I will cheer him when he comes in, and it is what it is. But it didn't end that way. And that's not all Boris. frankly.
No,
it's not.
it's probably. I mean, I clearly said on the podcast, it's probably all of them. But what I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you this, and I hope I'm wrong, because I'm not going to root for the Red Sox ever, and I'm not going to root for him.
Nope.
But if I was a betting man right now, I bet the Red Sox in the playoffs, and I bet we're not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you if
I would love it. Oh man.
I would too. What, Neil?
if Bregman gets into the Hall of Fame, do you want him in an Astro uniform?
Well, I don't think that discussion's open right now. I mean, he's going to have some massive years.
I get it. Brian, you're saying no.
But my question is 100% yes, because he won 2 World Series titles here. I want him.
How about
I
this?
want number. I want
Even
number.
worse.
I would be a proponent for number 2 being retired.
Even worse.
As an Astro.
I could care less where he goes. If he and I don't if he makes Hall of Fame numbers, that's a long way away.
Sure.
If that happens, I could care less where he goes. Care less.
Couldn't care less.
Couldn't care less a bit.
So you don't care about the 2 rings?
Listen, I mean, it was fantastic. Fantastic. And I think that he soured a lot of grapes.
Neil, do you think number 2 should be retired up above in Astros Ring of Honor?
It's a tough question. I'm back and forth. I think we've had this talk.
We have.
And
we've talked about putting him in the Astros Hall of Fame. You bet.
And because we said Nolan Ryan's up there, and he went to the Rangers.
Oh, there's others.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap up there. We'll continue this discussion. All right, boys. We went a little long. We haven't done a long one in a while. With that being said, let's see how the week goes. And so we're all on the 3-3 bandwagon. How exciting!
Love it.
Love it. Go.
Lots of excitement.
Go 50-50.
Go Stros.
The good news is we're wrong a lot, so
True.
Well, they'll either go 2-4, or 1-5, or 4-2, and
6-0.
No. Christian will go shirtless in the next podcast if we go 6-0.
100%.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about it. Go Stros.
Go Stros.
Go Stros.